free 110 scale FTX. By my calculations, that's a little bit wrong. Well, in a minute we're going to be looking at the differences in these two trucks, as they're pretty much similar. Very similar trucks. There's not many differences between them, really. This hasn't got the standard wheels on. This has already got some different wheels. That's the Haboa 10 monster truck wheels there. Same with tyres. As you can see with this one here as well, the Canyon, when I fitted this alloy bar, the steering bar, it made basically my wheels bow outwards. So I basically grabbed the bar at the front and pulled it towards me. As you can see, it kind of pulls the wheel back in again. So obviously I pull that forward so it's got more of a bend, and it pulled both wheels back in, so now they're straight again. A lot of people seem to get that when they're fitting this bar. As you can see, this has had the chassis mod as well. This is 10 by 10 by 1 on the road, straight through. Mounted on the top as well, as you can see. I've just made my own rear body mounts for now, because I haven't actually got that far with this thing yet. I've just pretty much been doing everything else. Standard escape, standard receiver, standard battery. I've got a 3000 battery. I have sealed that so I can go in water without much issue really. They are water resistant, they're not waterproof. They will go underwater and stuff, but that's just for peace of mind basically that. The upgrade servo is a 20 key. I found a 25 key one, if you haven't got the metal rods on the front, can put quite a bit of bend on these anyway against rocks, the plastic ones, and I weren't sure if it'd snap, so I went for the 21 with the metal rods. The steering is so much better with that one. I think the standard one is a 9.1 or something, and it's just terrible basically. When you get your wheel against something, it's useless. So upgrade that, you'll have a so much better turn. 25 tooth servo, and that on eBay is like 20 quid for that servo. The motor in this, I've got an RC 4WD crawler motor, the 35 turn. Again, it's only like 20 quid off eBay. Basically spent 40 quid on that. And it'll drive twice as quick. It'll crawl just as slow as the standard one. And it turns so much better. You've got so much reaction from your controller. Now I will keep on modding this as I'm going along. But for now, that's pretty much all that's done on that one. If you've got any questions, obviously, just drop a message on my channel. I think these as well, they're all 3 diffs. They're all closed diffs on this, which means all the power, I think, is actually equalled out. On this, they're actually all open, so it's like you can grab that wheel and throw it around, where with that you can't. With that you can, so when you get stuck on a rock with that tyre, you've got no power to get it out, it's just transferred to other wheels basically. You can actually put some quite thick grease in this, in the diffs, which will stop it doing that as much. It depends how thick you want to go. You can go with really thick grease and it might be perfect. With this as well, if you do wheelie this, it's basically going to lift and just put all power to the front end wheels. It's just basically what it does, it's just going to drop. As with the Canyon, you can probably get a bit of lift and keep going. This has got, you see, this I've only just got in this FTX Fund. As you'll notice, it's pretty much the same truck, apart from these big silly wheels. But I'll tell you what I did notice straight from the word go. The mounts are mounted in exactly the same place. The steering rods, from what I can remember, are exactly the same as the Canyon when they were standard. And my articulation on this isn't that bad. Really. That's full there without it lifting back way on the floor. So this, I don't know what they've done, but it just seems like it's got more. It's got more to give. So I'll have to look into that. I don't know if it's just softer suspension or what. I'm not sure. But it's definitely what I'm going to look into. This I got as well, so I don't even know what's actually on this. It's got it says waterproof, but they never had the water resistant. Just a standard Eastrock Sport. So don't even say what key pushes out. It doesn't say nothing. It's just a blank servo, so I'm presuming it's crap. But I actually had this truck on and had a go, and it seems just as strong as that one. So it could actually be alright. That. Also, this has, I think, a standard a 21 or a 19 Surpass motor. I think it is. Or something. I can't actually remember what it is. I've got it in a box somewhere, but this has been changed before I've got it. But this has got a 550 12-turn Surpassed brush motor in it now. And that, I'd say, might even be just a little bit more powerful than the Canyon with a 35. I'm yet to get these two out really, and get them actually out in the open to see what they'll actually do. Now this, I'm presuming, from watching videos, is going to be absolute, basically no good because of the tyres. However, I have got a full set of Canyon tyres, so I might actually put them on that and see what it's capable of. Because it's not far off basically the same truck, like I've said. There's no bumpers on this one. I mean, this you can pick it up by the plastic and swing it around, because you haven't got all that silly weight. As well with this, without the chassis mod, you'd just be snapping it off, because it's metal to plastic on the little silly blocks, which is never a good design really, is it? We're bound to give away. So you'd actually need them. Obviously they've built a truck without them, which is just as capable. So we'll soon see what this is like anyway, with a good set of tyres and wheels on. I am going to probably add a bit of weight to it, because it is actually quite light compared to the Canyon. Not muchly, but it is noticeable. So that's definitely going to be a must. Maybe it's not anything really different about these, to be fair. At all. Everything's mounted in the same place. This has obviously had the motor heightened on this, so it will look a little bit different to that one. Standard silly look on bottom. Everyone, you probably notice it always gets snagged on rocks and bricks and stuff. That's how people do. They raise the motor on this, raise the battery tray, move it forward. They do all sorts of them now. Just have a mess with the truck, honestly. I got this truck, never had one before. I thought, didn't like the body, chopped it up. You see, it's actually easier than you think it is. Just have a go. I mean, even if you get it wrong, it's 20 quid for a shell on eBay, so crack on. So I said, can't beat a custom shell. Yeah. this paint, like a Peugeot Diablo Red of Pearl or something, I think it's called. You can't see it much, but when I actually clean it up, it has actually got like a glitter effect. But I don't think you can bloody see it. You might be able to a bit there, but it's got a glitter effect anyway, and it looks actually quite smart. So, but yeah, you can't beat a custom body. There's actually TRX4 bonnet covers and TRX4 mudguards on the back. Well, yeah, I hope this helps a few of us answer a few questions. Get this little sod over here, I forgot to even mention that. Yeah, out there. Just a little FTX. This little Outback. Good little truck. I stripped this down over there, redid all the diffs. I've yet to have a play with this yet, to be honest. I just stuck some, I've actually got FTX Carnage wheels on there at the minute, just fell off, just to see what it'll do. It actually looks quite cool. So, I will be having a mess with this truck, definitely. Let's see what it's all about. It does actually look quite a capable little truck. So it's quite a bit smaller than Canyon. And some people actually prefer the smaller scale. It's more realistic, really. So obviously everything's bigger for the truck. Red Canyon kinda probably will just plough through stuff. So we're definitely gonna be having a little play with this truck. See what it's about. I just screwed them lights in there. They were on the roof when I got it. So let's see what I think this is all stock as well. I haven't even messed with this shit. That's my Canyon battery. Nice little truck though, to be honest.